Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Hagood Stadium with Jay and Randon of HWC Custom Cabinetry. How are you doing?
Hey, great, Christy. How about you?
I'm doing fabulous.
Good to see you again,
yeah, it's good to see you. Okay, so normally I'm talking to two different companies when I'm talking to y'all.
Yep.
What has happened?
Well, we've really been fortunate, really. Randon has come on as our outside salesperson, and he has a tremendous knowledge of the industry, really great rapport with people, and just really helped. We thought it was a great match to help serve people better with exceptional custom cabinetry.
Mm-hmm. And do you agree? You're a good
Couldn't
asset.
agree more.
You're a good asset. Okay, so what's your role here with HWC now?
Gonna step on board and help Jay sell kitchens and design kitchens. I'm excited about it. Our industries and our companies kind of did a lot of the same and similar things, and we're taking our talents and abilities and providing service and good quality products to the same client base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, you guys just finished my kitchen, so I have kind of an intimate knowledge of your business. So I've actually worked with both of you, and it wasn't initially that you guys were partners. So I think it's interesting that over the process of working on my kitchen, you kind of have become partners. Can you say exactly what about your two companies has made it work that way? I mean, is it just that you found yourself on the same project over and over again, so you said, why not join up?
There's a little bit of that, Christy, but I remember the first time I met Randon a few years ago on another project, and I walk in and his crew's actually sanding joinery together for a nearly perfect fit for trim and casing in a house. And I was impressed. As a woodworker and that kind of background, I go, that is not done very much anymore at all that I'm used to seeing. And I'm like, here's a guy who takes pride in what he's doing. And then as I got to know him, not only was he producing a quality product, but I think one of the things we do that's probably, and you can testify or deny if this is true, but hopefully you agree, but that we work really hard to communicate well with our clients. And I saw Randon doing the same sort of thing, not just kind of, hey, I want to sell you a kitchen and run and then, get my money and get out of here, but rather we want to communicate and work with you through the whole process to provide what you want in the way you want it on time. Mm-hmm. And that's all part of communication.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Well, I can say that I testify to that.
Testify,
yes,
agree?
I agree. I agree with that. Actually, we are, as you know, doing a story about my kitchen remodel in this upcoming issue, and I'm really excited to show everyone what you guys have done.
And we are too.
Yeah. Well, you've seen it, I think. Yeah. So I guess I'm just really wanted to kind of put my 2 cents in that it was a great process. I do agree what you have to say about always being there and always accessible. I think both of you, via email or phone, always that way. So, but something I haven't experienced is actually some of your work that you do now. You're also doing a Murphy wall bed. Is that right?
That's right. We
okay.
are doing Murphy.
I don't have one of those, so tell me about that.
You need one. No.
No, I don't, but I wish I could.
It's just a wonderful. So many people have a spare bedroom in their house. It gets used 3-4 times a year maybe. Somebody comes over the rest of the year. There's a bed, maybe a little hutch sitting there, and a closet with a bunch of junk piled in it, and that's their spare bedroom, and so they clear it off. Now, which actually works pretty well.
Okay.
All you have is 16 inches of space being taken up by a bed. Mm-hmm. Now you've got the rest of the space. Maybe we would build a small home office or a craft area. Somebody was talking about a sewing station, just a whole host of things it could be there for. So it's a way to reclaim some space. Or even if you have a small cottage, maybe at the beach or something like that, even in the main room, hey, there's just not a lot of space to sleep. Grandkids, whatever, need to come over. I mean, it just makes sense, and it's a good bed.
It seems like a shame to own a home and then you're wasting so much on a bed that no one hardly ever sleeps in.
Right.
And now, you can capture kind of more of your house by doing this.
Yep, and it's a lot more comfortable than one of those fold-up or sleeper-type sofas that, I've not talked to anybody that enjoys sleeping on that. I'm not
Right.
Anyhow, everybody's had one, or so many of us have had one, but this
bar
is
in the back,
that's right.
that kind of thing.
Then the spring coming out the
Yeah.
side, you know. But this is a full mattress, so it supports you properly, and it's just a good night's sleep.
Now, this isn't what you typically do. You typically do kitchens, and that's what we were talking about. Can you talk about what makes your kitchens different than other people's kitchens, if you will? And I'll kind of, yeah, Randon, do you want to talk about it? I'll put you on the spotlight.
Sure. Well, don't know where to begin, Jay. Thanks for putting me on the spot there. Basically, you know, we want to listen to the customer. Okay, that's very important to us. We want to help the customer understand the value of what they're buying and the quality of what they're buying and the products that we use, and that we use domestic products as opposed to imported products, and we take great care and attention to detail. We've got a leg leveling system that we call it. We have a floating cabinet, so with all the heavy rains, you know, we have a way to prevent getting your cabinets destroyed. Just the construction of the way we do things. The quality and effort there is done in-house instead of a stock item, so we try to meet the customer's need and specific requests because we are a custom shop as opposed to a stock item type. So the value, we place great value on our product and our service and communication through the whole process of the project.
Very well said. What kind of sold me on you guys, though, was really the hardware that you use and all the different kind of space-saving kind of techniques, or, you know, things like that. Can you speak about maybe some of that? Or?
Well, yes, we have lots of those options, as you saw in our showroom, and so that would be easiest explained there. Some different, you know, traditional wooden drawer systems, metal drawer systems, and we can help somebody through a wide range of budget things. And I want to turn it around and ask you a question, and I don't know how you're going to answer this, so
I'm on the spot now.
You're on the spot and you're a client, so you have to say the truth. But, you know, doing that whole process, and listen to what Randon described, and if I was sitting in my chair watching this, I think that's got to be tremendously expensive. Mm-hmm. And as you've looked around and talked to things, would you say that it was tremendously expensive, or was it a good value? How would you describe?
Well, here's what I'd say. We originally wanted to refinish our cabinets, and yes, and that turned out to be almost equal in cost of completely replacing them. And we were going to refinish the cabinets and then add new cabinets, and then of course they wouldn't totally match. So that's kind of what drove us over the edge to get totally new cabinets. I wouldn't say that it's tremendously expensive. We had different options that we made that made it affordable to us.
Right.
Of course, you can make it tremendously expensive.
We had more expensive things we could have put in there for you by far.
I mean, certainly we cut the cost on our hardware. Our hardware is pretty standard, and then we cut the cost on, I think we did a melamine drawer sides, and you can do full hardwood if I'm not mistaken. But we decided not to because the melamine that you use is high quality, so we figured why not. All the different, different drawer fronts and soft close, hard close, all those things can raise and lower the cost. So I could work for you.
See,
oh my gosh, like hire me right now.
You can have my job.
I'll pay you when we're all done.
Anyway, yes, please, under the table. So that's what I saw, is that you can definitely affect the cost by what you choose. So,
cool.
Is that an okay answer?
Yeah, no, that's great. I was just, because what Randon said is totally true, but I also sometimes I get asked, well, that's got to be so expensive. And, when you take it all in and the amount of time you're going to spend trying to figure things out, we will help educate you through the process, and in turn you wind up with a really good value.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I agree. So if someone wants to do that, do you have a website they can check out?
Absolutely. They can check us out at HWCCustomCabinetry.com, or you're welcome to call us 843-207-0750.
Fantastic. Okay, I've been speaking with Jay and Randon of HWC Custom Cabinetry. We're at the Citadel's Johnson Hagood Stadium for the Custom Home and Remodel Show.